Hi, my name is Aisha, and this is my project on image search engine for mechanics of search. In the first project, we built a simple textual search engine based on the Cranfield dataset using three models: the vector space model, the BM25 model, and a language model. For me, BM25 performed better than the other models, so I've chosen BM25 to implement even the image search in this project. Also, this project required user interface for which I've used the Flask web framework based on Python, and I've used tools like OpenAI's clip feature, and we use Selenium to crawl and obtain the data set, and OpenCV to filter out relevant images from the set of URLs that we crawled from using Selenium. So, in this project, the aim was to uh, uh, type in a query and find out relevant images from our data set. So, the first thing that I did was crawled the images using Selenium. Uh, I took I've put natural sceneries to crawl from Google Images because it'll offer a lot of colors. So if I type in green, red, I just thought I would get like orange leaves and green forests and mountains and stuff like that. So I chose something very generic, like natural scenery, and crawled those images. There are about 1500 as the project states. And from that, when we try to, I'll just show you. If I put in mountain here, so the image search engine returns a set of images of mountains, and it gives a score to each of them. So in our last project, what we had done was use the TREC evaluation metrics, that P@5, NDCG, and MEP values, to compare the three models. It is still getting calculated even in this project. It's just not showing in the front end because I'm using only BM25. I have used only the score that's generated with BM25 to show as the output, and according to the most relevant annotation that it picks, it's showing the score. So how the search engine is working is, first it's crawling a set of images, storing it in a directory through Selenium. From there, through the through this interface, when I type in something, before I do this, all the images that are stored, OpenAI's clip annotation deep model gives semantic annotation labels to all the images present in the crawled set of images, which will help us to actually match what we are trying to find. So just getting this image from here, typing a mountain and getting it would be difficult. So having that annotated text makes it easy for the BM25 model to actually search for what we are trying to retrieve, and that is what is happening. Just show a couple of more examples that we can try. So if I say snowy mountain, it gives snowy mountain and some irrelevant stuff, so the score for which is quite low, which is not what we want. The most relevant ones come out at the top. So if I type in, say, forest, I get a set of images for forest. If I type in a color, blue or anything, actually, I get a set of images that have the blue color. I mean, something that's been annotated as blue shows up. If I type in river, so these are some examples of some of the queries that I've tried. So I think it works well so far, except a few images that don't work great. However, it's doing a much better job filtering out like completely black images, which has been done through OpenCV, and so we are trying to get the most relevant images here, and Clip is helping us do that as well. Um, but one significant improvement I would probably make is try another model, perhaps, which is better at images and annotations. I read somewhere that BLIP performs really well, so maybe I would try that in the future. Apart from that, yeah, yeah, I think BM25 with CLIP and Selenium is doing a good job at retrieving images, annotating them, and scoring them here. Thank you. The relevant code and the report is shared, and the code is present in a link within the same report. Thank you.